Hey everyone, welcome back to Craft Clutch. Just in time for the holidays, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable gingerbread vase using supplies from Dollar Tree. This Dollar Tree Christmas craft is super easy, totally festive, and the perfect way to add some holiday cheer to your home. So let's get crafting. Just goes to show you that with a little creativity, you can turn the simplest items into amazing Dollar Tree crafts. Here's what you'll need to make your own Dollar Tree DIY. A cylinder vase from Dollar Tree, brown multi-surface paint, black, white, and red paint, paintbrushes, and resin. First things first, let's prep our vase. I'm going to peel off the sticker on the bottom and then give it a good clean with some rubbing alcohol. This will help the paint adhere better. Now for the fun part, painting. I'm using this brown multi-surface paint and I'm going to apply a nice even coat all over the vase. Make sure you get it right up to the edges. It's important to let each coat dry completely before applying the next one. I usually wait about an hour or so between coats. This will help prevent streaks and give you a nice smooth finish. The original brown that I used was a little darker than I wanted, so for the second and third coat I went with a lighter brown. See how nice and even that looks? Now we're ready to give this Dollar Tree craft some gingerbread details. Here's a quick tip. If your paint is not perfectly smooth, don't worry about it, because once we put the resin on, you won't even be able to see it. Let's give our gingerbread man some personality. I am starting with the eyes. I'm going to use black paint and a small brush to make some circles, and it's up to you how big or small you'd like them to be. And once those dry, I am going to add just a little white highlight to the eyes, because of course the gingerbread man's going to have a twinkle in his eye. Now for the smile, I'm using white paint to create a simple curved line. You can also get creative here and add some teeth and a tongue if you wanted to really add some whimsy to it. Let's add some rosy cheeks with red paint. I like to place them kind of just below the eyes and at each end of his smile. And of course, no gingerbread man is complete without some icing. I'm adding some squiggles with white paint. There he is. Our gingerbread man is looking pretty cute, don't you think? To protect our paint and give our vase a beautiful shine, we're going to seal it with resin. Always make sure to follow the safety instructions on your resin. Now, let's carefully pour the resin over our vase. I don't have a cup turner that fits this vase, but I am trying to find one. So in the meantime, all I did was stick my hand in the vase, and always make sure you're wearing gloves when working with resin. And I make sure I get it right up to the end so none of that paint is going to scrape off. And once you have it covered, put it upside down on a stand, and then the excess resin is just going to drip off. You can use your stir stick to continually remove the drips at the bottom, but if you don't happen to be around it, you can't stay on top of it, it's no big deal. I quick use my heat gun to pop the bubbles. You don't want to spend too much time doing that because you're going to heat it up too much and that resin is going to run right off of that base. We'll let this cure for at least 12 hours, and once it's fully cured, we'll come back and take care of those drips. Speaking of resin, and while the resin is curing, if you want to dive deeper into the world of resin, I have got just the thing for you. I have a Christmas resin ornament workshop where I create 5 different ornaments using the same mold. It's a fun and festive way to add a personal touch to your holiday decor or create unique gifts for your loved ones. I think you're really going to love these. And guess what? There's a 40% off coupon down in the description below, so don't miss out. It's a great deal. Once everything is cured, you just pop the base right off, and here it is. Now here are the drips, which some people like and some people prefer not to have them. Very easy to get rid of them. On this one, I really don't mind it at all. Once you put some florals in there, you can't see it. You can either use sandpaper to do this or use your Dremel tool, which goes a whole lot faster. That's my preferred method. But make sure that you always wear a mask if you are sanding resin. You don't want that dust in your lungs. And there you have it. Our Dollar Tree gingerbread man vase is complete. Isn't he adorable? This Dollar Tree DIY was so fun and so easy, and I love how it turned out. I have a few other Dollar Tree projects to share with you. This first one, I took some gift bags from the Dollar Tree and I punched some holes in them, and then I opened them up and I brushed resin on it, on the inside and the outside. The one had kind of a laminated exterior, so it didn't really soak into the paper so much. It did, but very differently than the one that has like the natural paper. So I did that on both. I brushed it, and then I used my heat gun to pop the bubbles. Then I let it sit for a minimum of 12 hours, pulled it off of my silicone mat, and used scissors to cut it because the resin was still soft enough to do that. I took some battery operated lights, popped it in there, and the holes in there cast a cool little shadow on the walls. But don't they look cute all lit up? Next, I took an unfinished gnome and an unfinished snowflake. Both are from the Dollar Tree. Then I traced the different parts of the gnome onto paper to create templates. I did it for the hat, the beard, the skates, and I cut the templates out of just a regular piece of paper. That way I could trace it onto the back of different patterned cardstock. And then I cut all those pieces out and they fit perfectly on the gnome. Then I painted the whole thing white except for the nose, which I did a flesh color. Then I took some faux fur and did the trim for the hat. And then I took some more faux fur and did that for the beard. Then I took some Mod Podge and applied all of it to the gnome. First I started with the hat and put that on there. And when I decoupage something, I like to put Mod Podge on my finger so that it doesn't stick to the paper that has Mod Podge on it already, and then I can smooth it out better. I did that for all parts of the gnome, and then I took little wood snowflakes, painted them white, and then I painted the big ones silver, and I used some silver spray because I thought it'd be fun to kind of give a shadow effect for the background. I cleaned up the edges of the gnome, and then I took some black permanent marker and just did the edge to kind of clean it up, kind of give it an outline look, glued on the faux fur for the hat and then the faux fur for the beard. And of course I added a pom-pom. For an extra little touch, I did some Mod Podge on the skate blades and added some glitter. Then I glued everything together and there it is. It's just a big old gnome ornament and he looks super cute in the tree, on a bookshelf, wherever. Next project is a gingerbread man project. I have a big silicone gingerbread mold and I mixed resin for it. To color it, I used some copper metallic paint, poured that into the resin, mixed it, and poured it into the mold. I took my lighter to pop the bubbles and when it cured, I pulled it out. This particular mold had a matte finish. I decided to paint the details on the gingerbread man and then I put him back in the mold, but I had him face side up. I brushed some resin on his front side just to seal all of the paint and kind of give him some shine. When I did that, he was very shiny, and now he's perfect to stand on a bookshelf. I drilled a hole and added a ribbon so that I can hang him. Those are just some bonus projects. I've done 3 or 4 different projects with this vase, and I love this vase. Check out these fun projects that I made with the very same vase. I did a resin pour, a Frankenstein, a mummy, and ghosts. And I'm just getting started with these. I'll have those projects linked down in the description below. In case you didn't know, I also have a website where you can find written directions for all of my projects and more. And that's at craftclatch.com. Be sure to go check that out. This gingerbread man vase is perfect for holding flowers, perfect as the centerpiece for your holiday table, or just to add a little whimsy to your gingerbread decor. Be sure to give this Dollar Tree Christmas craft a try and let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience with this project, any cool techniques that you've tried, or even other Dollar Tree items you'd like to see me transform. And don't forget to save that 40% on the Holiday Sparkle Workshop. All the information's down in the description. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more festive DIY fun. And remember, life's too short not to shimmer, so grab your glue gun and your glitter, and I will catch you over there.